Former Aviation Minister Femi Fani-Kayode has said while the Labour Party's presidential candidate Peter Obi was still a trader selling tomato ketchup and Bonvita in 1999, Bola Tinubu had already paid his dues, made his mark and was already running the governorship of Lagos State. Fani-Kayode in his article, The Obedience, the Jagaban and the Icarus Syndrome, said those who are comparing Obi with Tinubu are not serious. Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh and sizzling news all day long. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell. Give this video a massive thumbs up. Don't forget also to turn on the post notification bell, because that way you will get notified whenever we upload a new video. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the details of today's news. What I find the most irritating and objectionable about the Obedients is not their unadulterated aggression and abusive tendencies, but rather their insistence on comparing their leader, Peter Obi, to Tinubu. I consider this to be deeply insulting. It is like comparing Don Perignon to Ogogoro. It is like comparing Crystal Champagne to what the people of the Niger Delta called Shekbe. It is like comparing the finest red wine from the vineyards of Bodex to what the Ghanaians call Akpeshen. It is like comparing chalk and cheese. It is like comparing a Rolls Royce to a Volkswagen Beetle, a Porsche Carrera to a three-wheeled scooter, a Ferrari to a broken-down Mini, or a Gulfstream jet to an Abba-made helicopter. When Obi was still in kindergarten, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was already a very wealthy and successful businessman who had worked and invested massively in the oil, gas, high-tech and communication sector. At that time, he was already a dollar millionaire and he invested much of his wealth into politics and the lives of others that were less fortunate than him. When Obi was still in secondary school, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was already an integral part of a massive political network and a key figure in the late Major General Shehu Musa Yar'Adua's formidable political family, which was known as the People's Front (PF), together with other notable and seasoned leaders like Babagana Kingibe and Atiku Abubakar. They were, of course, to later join the SDP as a group, and they, more than any other, ensured the emergence of Chief MKO Abiola as the presidential flag bearer of that party at their Just Convention in 1993. When Obi was still at university, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in the trenches fighting military government, leading NADECO and risking his life and liberty for the restoration of MKO Abiola's June 12th mandate, which had been annulled by the military, and for democracy. Many of today's Obedients were not born at that time, but they should go and ask their parents or grandparents about what happened and the role that Bola Tinubu played, is said. According to Femi Fani-Kayode, those of us that were around and very vocal and active at that time can testify to his efforts, and we were amongst those that were then described as NADECO foot soldiers. Bola Tinubu inspired us and millions of other Nigerians and Democrats all over the world with his courage and effort, and he encouraged us to keep up the struggle and rise up for June 12th, and we did. Many of our people were killed, incarcerated, and driven into exile, including yours truly. And had it not been for the leadership of the following heroes, we would still be under the yoke of military rule today. I will make this a full and comprehensive list for the benefit of those young obedients who have no knowledge of our nation's history and who know nothing about the June 12th struggle. Fani Kayode added that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was not just among them, but he was one of those that led them, inspired them, and fueled and financed the resistance. Outside of that, and before the struggle even began, Tinubu had been elected as a senator during the Third Republic in 1992 on the platform of the SDP, recording the highest number of votes for a Senate seat in the entire country. While at the Senate, he excelled and was appointed chairman of the Senate Committee on Banking and Finance. This was just short of a decade before he became governor of Lagos State in 1999 after the murder of MKO Abiola and the then head of state, General Sani Abacha, after returning home from exile and after the military were driven away and pushed out of office. From 1990 up until today, Tinubu has been an active and key player in the political firmament of Nigeria, and he has always fought against injustice and tyranny. Some of us know about the history, some of us don't. But I would just like to state this before the end of this news. Like, all that one a story. Like, story. Hello. I'm not a supporter of any of this political party. Let me just state that clearly. But for you to be able to become a leader or for you to be able to rule the country, I don't think there is anywhere in the constitution where it states that you must have fought for a struggle or you must come from a particular background. Even if Peter Obi is a tomato seller, I don't think it deters him from becoming Nigerian's president. We've had a lot of countries. France is being ruled by a man of 40 something years old. I can mention there are so many countries like that. The world have become like more revolutionized than all these politics they are now playing in Nigeria. You don't have to be a man of 70 something or 80 years old or almost going to your grave before you become the Nigerian president. Like FFK, please make him make sense. Anyway, this is where I'm going to stop for now. And that is all I have to say. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye for now.